I am really starting to regret waking up early to watch these new episodes of She-Hulk because episode 6 was just not worth it. If you watched my review last week, you know I wasn't too impressed with that one either. I mean, the half-hour runtime is bad enough, especially when the fact that there's like 7 minutes of credits, so it ends up being more like a 20-minute episode. But then on top of that, nothing happens, and it's just boring. I mean, it is kind of funny how literally at the beginning of the episode, Jen literally breaks the fourth wall and tells us, self-contained wedding episode that has no relation to any of these other storylines going on or progressing our main storyline forward at all? What unfortunate timing. Like, literally, it is funny that they pointed that out, but at the same time, that's literally what it is, and it's so frustrating because I lost sleep over waking up to watch this episode, and then it ended up being nothing. Sure, there were some cool reveals and teases at the end, but I don't know, I didn't like it. I didn't really like it at all. I was bored with the whole wedding thing, and, you know, I know a lot of people are probably going to be upset by, last week's episode set up Daredevil. Daredevil wasn't in this episode. Now we must riot. Like, that's not even what I'm upset about. Like, I'm fine with them waiting on that because, you know, just because you tease something doesn't mean you need to follow it up directly in the next episode. But, I don't know, we're going to get into it. So, of course, guys, spoiler warning, if you haven't seen it yet, go check out Marvel Studios' She-Hulk Attorney at Law, episode 6 on Disney+. This one is titled Just Jen. So, like I said, this episode is all about a wedding. So when we start off, Jen, she gets invited to be the bridesmaid at one of her friends' weddings. So she goes to the wedding, and, I mean, really not much important happens at the wedding. I mean, Titania shows up, they fight. That was cool, I guess. But other than that, we also have a storyline going on at GLK&H with Nikki and Mallory have this new client with Mr. Immortal, who is a character from the comics. He was actually a member of the Great Lakes Avengers, so that was pretty cool. But I feel like they kind of completely wasted his character and we're most likely never going to see him again. But I did think it was pretty funny, you know, him trying to get out of his divorces by just killing himself and then, you know, escaping because he can just come back to life and he's immortal and all that stuff. So I did think that was funny. That was pretty cool, but didn't really make this episode worth it. And then the big reveal at the end of the episode is the Intelligencia, which is a big thing we've been talking about for a while now that will be coming to this series. I actually did a video, it was like the day after the first trailer for She-Hulk came out, about a rumor that the Intelligencia would be showing up in She-Hulk, or at least involved here. So check that out so you can check out like, whoa, the Marvel Life was talking about that like months ago. That's pretty cool. But yeah, so anyway, Nikki stumbles upon this Intelligencia website, which literally looks exactly like Reddit, which I thought was kind of hilarious, and basically has a bunch of death threats and just slander towards She-Hulk. It's very anti-feminism, anti-female pretty much in general. So there's a lot of that going on there. And you do also have this thing with the Hulk King here. There's a lot to be confused by, but first of all, let's talk about just who the Intelligencia is. So, the Intelligencia is a group from Marvel Comics of really super smart, intelligent, that's where the name comes from, Marvel villains. So, in the comics, you have characters like the Leader, MODOK, Elias Starr, aka Egghead, Ulysses Claw, Red Ghost, we got the Thinker, the Wizard, and even Doctor Doom. So this is a big team, like I said, we've been talking about is possibly coming to the MCU. We just got confirmation that Tim Blake Nelson is coming back as the leader in Captain America New World Order. So I've been theorizing that just like how, you know, Jonathan Majors was announced as Kang for Ant-Man and the Wasp, but then showed up prior to that in Loki, it could be a similar thing here. Leader was announced for Captain America 4, but then shows up in She-Hulk. I think that would be pretty cool. Plus we got MODOK coming in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Elias Starr was technically in Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm still thinking he's probably not dead. Claw, unfortunately, I think he's dead, but they can totally bring him back to life using his sound form because that's what he mainly is in the comics. Plus, actually, back in Avengers Age of Ultron, there was a file that the Avengers were looking at which did confirm that Ulysses Claw was a member of the Intelligencia in the MCU. So that was our first name drop of the Intelligencia all the way back in 2015. Now we're finally bringing it back here. But I also want to talk about Doctor Doom, because Doctor Doom is a character that's been rumored to be coming in Black Panther Wakanda Forever, so that is just a few months away. So we are assembling the Intelligencia right here, and I think this is going to be pretty cool. I don't really know how big of an involvement they're going to have in this series, like if we're actually going to see the full team show up. I kind of doubt that. Maybe we'll see the leader, or maybe it'll even be just like a post-credit scene where you see the leader, and it's more so set up for Captain America New World Order. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to go, but I'm definitely really excited to find out. And then we've also got this whole Hulk King here, which I'm not sure what that is supposed to mean, because there's as far as I'm aware, there's no King Hulk type character in the comics. I mean, there's Maestro, and there's, World War Hulk and all that stuff. We know that our Bruce Banner Hulk has gone back off to Sakaar, so maybe it's relating to that. I mean, when I first saw it, I thought it said Hulking, the Young Avengers, we know they're coming, so I don't really know what this whole Hulk King thing is. But then the very few seconds of the episode show some scientists in a lab working. They are watching on monitors everything that's going down here, and they have now formed a brand new needle that the Wrecking Crew obviously tried to steal Jen's blood before, but this time hopefully it'll actually work. Well, not hopefully, but hopefully from their perspective, we'll actually be able to steal her blood. And again, I feel like this has got to be the leader, but I don't know. It just, this episode just disappointed me. Not the greatest, but we got 3 episodes left. We got Daredevil coming, we got Frogman, we got, seems like, the Intelligencia, and maybe Scar, the Hulk's son. So who knows what's going to be going on here, but I'm definitely interested to find out. My kind of hype for this show has definitely died down since the first couple episodes, but guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What did you think about She-Hulk episode 6 on Disney Plus? Because I've seen this be pretty mixed. For the most part, most people are not fans of it, like myself, but I've seen some people say this is their favorite episode. So definitely, obviously this is just my opinion, it's my review, but let me know your own thoughts on the episode in the comments below. And of course, all your thoughts, theories, and predictions for the final 3 episodes of Marvel Studios' She-Hulk Attorney at Law. But for now, guys, thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything goes on in the Marvel life.